Hey subscribers, welcome back. This is a video that's going to just look through the practice questions for area of a trapezium. So the questions will be on the screen. I'm not going to go through every single question because the methods have been looked at in the previous videos. This is just going to be some practice. So have a look at these questions. I'm going to remind you of the formula that you need for this. So area of a trapezium is equal to half the sum of the parallel sides, so that's a plus b, times the distance between the parallel sides, which we call h, and sometimes you can have a small p on there as well. Now remember, you're going to look for the parallel sides first, and the other thing you might notice with, for example, question 3 is that parallel sides are not labelled. Now normally that's not a good thing because you can't assume it's a trapezium, but because the question says find the area of these trapeziums, you can assume, for example, that these two are the parallel sides just by visual inspection. So pause the video and have a go with these questions, and then I'll show you the answers in a few seconds. Okay, so here come the answers. These are the answers you should have got. I'll quickly do just one example. We can do question 2. So question 2, you can see half a plus b times h. So that's going to be half. Parallel sides are 3 and 5, which is 8, and the distance between the sides is 6. So half times 8 is 4, and 4 times 6 is 24. And then don't forget the units, make sure all the units match. This is going to be centimeters squared. Okay, so we're going to look at the second set of questions here. So have a go with a few of these. Now you may notice that these are slightly different in that you have been given the area and either the height or one of the sides is missing. So you're going to have to do these questions backwards. Now you can pause the video and have a go if you feel like you're ready for it. Otherwise, I'm going to do an example here. So keep watching the example, or you can skip the example and check the answers if you've already finished the question. So I'm going to do an example of question 9 on the screen, which is the first question there. So for question 9, we can say area is equal to half AB times C. A plus B times H, sorry. And then the area is given to us, so we're going to just substitute all the values that we know. Area is 16, half is just going to stay as a half. A plus B is going to be 5 plus 3, so that's 5 plus 3. And then H, the distance between the two sides, is the unknown. So there's a question mark there. We're just going to keep it called H. So then this becomes 16 equals half. 5 plus 3 is 8. So half times 8, we can actually just do that straight away. It's going to be 4. So that all of that becomes 4. So it's 4H. And then we divide both sides by 4, and we can see that H is equal to 4. I'm going to do one more example of question 12 here, because we've got one of the sides missing. So it's a slightly different method. So again, you can skip ahead if you just want to check the answers. So for question 12, we are going to do half a plus b times h is equal to area. That becomes half. Now a plus b is that question mark plus 8. So I'm just going to keep the question mark as a. B is 8. H, the distance between them, is 5. And that's equal to the area of 35. Now I have a couple of options. In fact, I can do quite a few different things here. I can do half times 5. I'm going to end up with the decimal if I do that, 2.5 or 5 over 2. I could expand the brackets, but the simplest thing here is because I can see there's a 5 there and there's a 35 there, I'm going to divide both sides by 5. So let's do that now. So you're going to divide by 5 and divide the right hand side by 5. So the 5's cancel out, so you're left with half a plus 8 equals 35 divided by 5, which is 7. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 because I want to get rid of the half here. So we're going to times this side by 2. We're going to times this side by 2. So that cancels out. So then we end up with a plus 8 equals, now 7 times 2 is 14. And then I'm going to take away 8, take away 8. So from here, we can see that a is equal to 6. And then we can see from the diagram, this has to be in centimeters. So it's going to be 6 centimeters. And we can check if this is correct by just substituting it back into the original question. Okay, so here are the answers to the worksheet. So you should have got all of these answers. Check your work. And now we're going to finish off with some slightly harder questions. For these questions, what you're expected to do is work out the grey area. So pause the video and have a go, and then I'm going to give you some hints if you're not sure. You can pause without the hints and try to do it without any help first. So, okay, so here come the hints. So first of all, you're just going to work out the area of the whole trapezium and then take away the area of the small trapezium. This one here, they're symmetrical, so you just work out the area of one trapezium and double it. This one here, work out the area of the rectangle and then take away the trapezium, take away the triangle. This one here, now there's a few missing sides, but this parallelogram, you know that the perpendicular height is 5, because that's given in the diagram here. And you know that because that's 9, this must also be 9. And then we've got this, which is just a trapezium, take away 2 rectangles. So here come the answers. I'm not going to go through these in detail. You've got 48, 90, 81, 64.5 and 55. Okay, so that's area of a trapezium done. We have looked at areas of rectangles, triangles, parallelograms and trapeziums. We are now going to be looking at compound shapes. That will be on a separate playlist. Smash the like button, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.